It's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, a very special episode of the newest release of one of my favorite distilleries and one of my favorite lines. In fact, it holds a place of one of my best bourbons I've ever had. It's the newest iteration of Hardin'sCreek from Jim Beam, motherfuckers. I hope you're excited. Look, nothing gets me stiffer than a good bottle of well-aged Jim Beam. And they're back, baby. They're back. For 2025, the Hardin'sCreek lineup returns. So let's just do a quick recap. 2023 brought us the deliciousness of Hardin'sCreek Frankfurt, Claremont, and Boston, all 17-year, like 109-ish, 108, 110 proof, somewhere in there. Go watch my reviews of those bottles. I fucking dug them. In fact, Frankfurt won my Bourbon of the Year for 2023. Loved it. It was like $150 hairs a bottle back in 2023. 17-year-old Beam that just fucking dominated. Loved it. Then in 2024 came along a little gem known as Hardin'sCreek Jacob's Well 2 11-month, or Jacob's Well Batch 2 17.5 year at 109 proof. This remains in the top 3 of bourbons I've ever owned and had. It's that fucking good. This shit is the pinnacle of Beam. And it's awesome. This was also like $165 hairs MSRP. 17.5 year Beam. This was released in like very late 23, like December 23, but really it was a 24 release. This won my Bourbon of the Year for 2024. And like, what's going to win my Bourbon of the Year for 2025? It could be these new Hardins, Well, we're hoping anyway. Even though I'm a Beam fan, I'm going to call out some of the shit they're doing to you that's hurting the value of Beam. Number one, this beautiful bottle of Jacob's Well Batch 2 in 2024 with a leather choker was 750 mils, 17 and a half years old. What did they give us for 2025, folks? The bottle looks cool. It's a different bottle. First bottle design of this that I've seen from them. So still maintains the James B. Beam glass etched signature, which is also on the Jacob's Well Batch 2 on the side there. But if we look very closely, we see 700 mils. So Beam has shorted us 50 mils. Just like JD, just like a few others. And I get it, this is one bottling for international markets in the US. But, with tariffs, you can't export this shit. Give us a 750 mil. We want that. We want the extra 50 mils. And this is $150 hairs, which at first seems okay. It's 2 years more. It's been 2 years since 2023. It's the same price, but it's an 11 year. So we dropped 6 years to 6.5 years in age from this, and we're the same price, and it's like, fuck. I gotta call you out, Beam. You fucked us on this one a little bit. Like, I don't like to see the price be $150 for an 11 year, and then the bottle be a 700 mil. Like, I just gotta call that out. But I also got to call out a big shout out to my buddy Bill. Also, yes, what an awesome name. Thank you, Bill, for getting this bottle for me at KBF. This will be releasing to markets that had Hardin'sCreek before. So if you found any of the other Hardin'sCreeks, you're in luck. You're probably going to find these. But he picked this up for me at KBF. Thank you, Bill. You know who you are. You're the man, sir. Bill G, everybody. But he could have got any of the 3. We took an educated guess and got the Owl, which is Warehouse G. And I'll tell you why we got the Owl and why we took this educated guess. It's because Warehouse G is the tallest warehouse. This is probably the top floor of the tallest warehouse. And what do we know, everybody? The top floor is where the extreme heat sucks the water out of the bourbon and releases the highest proof. But these are all bottled at 110, but still felt like this might have left us with the most flavor. We don't know that for sure. A lot of neck tag information here, but it basically says Warehouse G. So, by the way, first off, let me just run through this really quick. There's 3 of these this year, just like the Frankfurt, Boston, and Claremont. There's 3 again. It's like the owl, the mushroom, and like the beaver. So I think that's the 3 of them, the beaver. And it's like bottom, middle, and top. So the owl here is top floor warehouse G. The beaver is middle floors, and the mushroom is the bottom. And I'm going to say the mushroom's like probably dank and earthy, which we know we like that flavor. But maybe the middle floors is a sweet spot. I don't know. You know, someone, if you have the other ones, someone send me a sample. I'd love to review all 3, but you know, money's tight. We can only afford 1. We got 1. Okay. And the value, like I said, the value's plummeted. But thank you, Bill. All right. They say tasting notes here are oak, char, and sweet aromatics. That's kind of minimal, but it's fine. At 9 floors high, Warehouse G is a rarity as warehouses are no longer built so tall. Beams is one of the few standing relics that enjoys such a towering view. Feels like this place you might spot a majestic creature like the great horned owl. That's a stretch. That's a stretch. And it says this release belongs to the 2nd series from Hardin's Creek, an exploration of how whiskey is shaped by the warehouse it calls home. Identical mash bills were spread across the Claremont campus. So what's funny is Claremont was the least favorite of the 3 before. There was Claremont, Frankfurt, and Boston. Claremont was the worst. Frankfurt was my winner. Boston was 2nd place. Claremont was like easily 3rd. So it's funny that all 3 of these this year are from Claremont. So all 3 are Claremont. So that was their terroir series, if you will. This is like Rick House now on the same campus. So these are all Claremont, but placed in various warehouses. So they're not all the same warehouses. So placed in warehouses of varying heights, ages, and microclimate, and left to mature for over 11 years. So there you go. I guess there could be older distillate in here than 11 years. By the way, the label is kind of cool. It's got some reflective marks. I dig it. I like the bottle. I just wish it was 750 instead of 700. Like, what the? It's pissing me off a little bit. Beam used to be like the bastion of value, and now I just like they're slowly eroding that away. Don't become like Wild Turkey Beam. Come on. All right, color. Medium, you know, it's not massively dark, but she sure ain't light. I mean, that is, it's kind of dark. Medium dark, we'll say. All right, on the nose. Let's give it a whiff. Good Lord, that smells fantastic. Wow, this does smell reminiscent of Jacob's Well 211. Wow, so much raspberry, so much rich oak and caramel. Leather, barrel char, smells sweet. Faintest hint of nuttiness here, but man, this is smelling phenomenal. All right, down the hatch. Oh my God. A+++, must buy. Man, does that, there's just something magical. Something magical, folks, about well-aged bean. Just what I said on the nose comes through the palate. This delicious raspberry oak leather barrel char mixture is fucking phenomenal. I can't say enough good things about it. This could be bourbon of the year. I mean, I know it's not old in terms of age, but this could be bourbon of the year. It's that good. Man. Now, before we do probably the obvious Jacob's Well comparison, we're going to do another obvious comparison. Knob Creek store pick. You can handle proof. So not just your lowly store pick from Joe Schmo's gas station. This is from Drug City. This was an 11-year-old Knob Creek store pick at 120 proof. Same age. Same fucking age. And this is one of my favorite store picks of all time. In the mini here. So you can't handle the proof. We're going to find out tonight. Alright, 120 proof. You can't handle proof. Oh my God, is the 11-year Hardin's like 5 shades darker. And that is like, there's something going on here. Like, what? Same age. This is less cut with water. You would think. Off the knowledge, you would think this is less cut with water at also 11 years old. We have no clue what warehouse this comes from. It may not even be the same mash bill, to be honest. We don't know that. But This is also from Beam, also 11 years old. Like 20 proof, what was it, 10 proof points high. 10 proof points higher. And it's that much lighter. That's a problem. On the nose. Dank, rich oak, brown sugar, but missing like just... Oh man, it don't smell as good. It's missing like that raspberry, like the leather. It's missing all that. Down the hatch of the Knob Creek 11-year Drug City pick. Oh. Quintessential Knob Creek. Dank, rich oak, brown sugar, caramel. That's good. You know what's funny? Doesn't drink proof here. Back to the Hardins Creek 2025 Owl Warehouse G. Guys, holy shit. It's so much more complex. Wow. Longer finish, thicker mouthfeel. There's a lot. This is some special Hardins Creek. Don't let the age fool you here. That's good. It's going to be another release in 2025 with a similar age statement, but that's 50 doll hairs more. The greatest scam ripoff of 2025, Russell's Reserve 13-year Spring 2025. Fuck you, Wild Turkey, for this fucking disgrace to the name of Russell's 13. But we gotta compare it. 2 years older. This is 123.8 proof. Compute. 61.9% alcohol by volume. $200 hair MSRP. Is it better? I doubt it, but let's find out. So what's this? 13.8 proof points higher for this. Yet I just have doubt it's going to hold up. Barrel proof. Color, Russell's 13. Shit, is that lighter than this 11-year Hardins Creek. Did they put like 15-year in this and just not tell us? Like, what is going on with the Hardins Creek? Russell's 13 on the nose. This smells like fucking garbage compared to this Hardins Creek. It literally smells young. There's like nothing going on here. It's like peppercorns. Like faint whiffs of caramel. Like it wanted to have more, but it didn't. There's like an oak citrus thing, but it almost smells young. Like, how is that possible? How does 13-year-old Wild Turkey smell young? Oh God, compared to this Hardins. Like what? And it's more money. A little bit of citrus on the Russell's 13. I don't know. Clearly the nose goes to the Hardins. Down the hatch. That is just so disappointing. I mean, there's oak here. Some peppercorn. A little bit of citrus, but... What, 13.8 proof points higher? Don't feel like it. Don't feel like it. Short finish, thin, feels thin. Feels not well put together. It's like, you know, some flashes of oak and caramel and peppercorns and citrus, but there's a lot there, but it doesn't feel complex. Like, doesn't, Hardins Creek 11? Guys, holy shit. This bottle right here, and this is the Owl. I can't speak for the Beaver or the Mushroom. Smokes the shit out of this piece of garbage from Wild Turkey. It makes me so angry how far Wild Turkey has just fallen and fucked its consumers. What a disgrace. But Hardins Creek, I was skeptical because of the age. You know, I was like, look, it's 11. They used to do 17. Price is high for an 11-year, right? But the color has not deceived us all the way through. Not deceived us on the color. The GOAT, the OG of greatness from Beam, Jacob's Well 211, pull back the leather choker, pop the top. Now wait, I gotta say this real quick. Okay, there's like a copper colored, pretty heavy top. The new Hardins Creek is like a matte copper. Okay, and it's also heavy. So it's literally the same topper, which is kind of cool. Both bottles are ribbed at the top for her pleasure. But again, we get 50 more mils in this. So that just feels like a downgrade here in 2025 that we only got a 700 ml. Although I think the bottle is cool for the new Hardin's Creek. All right, pour it up in the mini here. Now look, I don't expect the new Hardins to beat this 17 year. I really don't. I will say this. I think this new Hardins, at least the Owl here, probably beats the Claremont from 2023. Now, I know these are all from Claremont, and I really love those bottles at the time, but I thought Frankfurt and Boston were significantly better than the Claremont. Like, there was a clear delineation for me. Don't have any more of those left. I drank them all. I mean, a while ago. We're in late 2025 now, right? And Jacob's Well 211 was above all those bottles, so I fully expect Jacob's Well 211 here just to crush this 2025, but we'll see. Color on the Jacob's Well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a tad lighter. I'm a little bit worried now. I'm a little bit worried. I did not expect this. 6 years. Why is it so much darker? Like, I know this is the tallest warehouse. Like, I'm curious. Please, someone find these and send me samples of the Beaver and the Mushroom. Like, are they lighter? Like, I want to know. Like, this is the tallest warehouse. Did this end up the darkest? Like, I'm really curious now on all three. I hope Beam does a sample pack of all three like they did in 2023. 2023, they released like little 200 ml bottles of all three. Like, Beam, come on. If you're listening, do that again. Do that again. That was cool. And really, we got to try all three then. Anyway, Jacob's Well 211 on the nose. Oh, that smells good. Again, just the most raspberry, leather, oak, caramel, intense burning raspberry. Hardin's Creek Owl. Okay, here's where we finally get an age difference. Okay, the 6.5 years on the 211 does outshine the nose on this. This is a deeper, richer nose, bringing more oak, more raspberry, more leather, more caramel, more of everything delicious on the 211 on the nose. Down the hatch on the 211. Oh, sweet. Almost nothing better than Jacob's Well 211. Almost nothing. Boy, is that rich. That's going to beat the Owl here tonight. The Owl? Well, you know. Okay, Jacob's Well 211 is better. This is better. But these are remarkably similar in flavor. So if you like Jacob's Well 211, you can't find it. You can find yourself an 11-year-old Hardin's Creek Warehouse G, a.k.a. The Owl. Snag one of them sons of bitches. Snag one. Thank you again, Bill G. Appreciate it. William G. For getting that for me. That's pretty damn good. So, again, the 211's better because it's got richer oak, richer leather, richer raspberry note. But I think the flavor profiles are pretty similar. Which is interesting. I'm not sure where the 211 Hardin's Creek comes from. This is a blend of two mash bills. I know that. It doesn't say on the the fancy neck tag here which campus / warehouse this comes from, but this is a blend of their high rye and the regular mash bill. I will say that this Hardin's Creek is exceptionally dark for an 11 year. I almost want to say there could be older stuff in this. Like it's not as old as that 17.5 year, but I mean it drinks old, and it drinks older than what I would think an 11 year would, and the color on it's darker than what you would expect for an 11 year. So pretty cool. So if you were concerned like I was when you first saw the label and said 11 year price, and then we find out 700 mil, don't be, because this son of a bitch slaps. Absolutely slaps. Well, for sure it's going to make top 10 bourbons of the year. Don't see how it doesn't. This is better than Disco 13. This is cheaper. Well, no, it's not cheaper. This is better than Disco 13. This is better than Russell's Reserve 13. This is some really good stuff, everybody. So thank you again, Bill William G. Appreciate you, sir. And just thank you, Beam, for keeping it fucking delicious like you always do. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw tonight, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you again next time. Have a good evening, everybody.